Hello, 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 everyone. How are we all doing today? I just realized I need to turn off Total War Warhammer and turn it back on because I want to enable the beta. Make sure it's working. Hey, let's do our hellos this morning. Good afternoon, Undertaker, Jorgen, Dark Angel Cat, Misha, Galomir, Paul, Gavin. Welcome to the channel, brother. Matthew. I think that's everybody so far. Alright, let's see. Let me enable this beta real quick. Public beta. There we go. It should just take a second. How we all doing today? Okay, let's turn this off so y'all can see me. Hey! Hello, hello! We got Chloe's snoozing over here. You okay? This is her nap time. She doesn't... Y'all can kind of see her over there. Snoozing away. We'll keep her vaguely in frame. She'll probably move at some point to go sleep on the pillows. How are y'all doing today? Hey, Black Matter, Justin, good to see you. Jay Zeno. So, about this morning, we were going to start up at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, which for those of you who are curious was 4 hours ago. But the reason we didn't was because my dear sister, who works in Fort Worth, forgot apparently a ton of shit that she needed, and so she called me begging me to bring stuff over. So I did, but when I left and I was like, I don't know, 15 minutes of my way there, she called again, was like, oh, I forgot this other thing, so I had to go back, and then I had to leave again, and it's like 48 minutes from here to Fort Worth. So, oh, Lord. Justin, I do have scales. I wear this fleshy bag suit to make people feel more comfortable. This isn't my actual appearance. This is just a, This is just a flesh suit I wear. I'm actually a lizard man underneath it all. Yeah, Dio-sama, the pygmy pygmies were pretty bad. It was not good. It was not good. Why didn't she get it herself, Misha? Because it was super far away and she was at work. I'm a nice sibling. Plus, I work from home, so. Justin, people keep calling him a lizard person, but he's actually a fish. That's why he's so uncomfortable drinking water and doesn't understand how to do it, so. Dude, Black Matter, the brawl this week is super fun. Oh, Lord. Videos are doing pretty okay right now. The campaign pack video is doing really well. The podcast is doing alright. Right now, there's not a lot going... When we recorded the podcast, Age of Sigmar was kind of the biggest news at the time, so it took up a lot of the... video. Which... a fair amount of people apparently didn't like. I don't think most people were bothered by it, but it seems at least a number of people did not enjoy it. Hello, Christian. How's it going? Doing okay today. I hate that drive to Fort Worth. It's a long drive. Like, DFW is too big. And plus, I live slightly closer to Dallas than I do Fort Worth. Oh, she's dreaming about something. We chased so many squirrels today. Oh my gosh. I put a new bird feeder out, and squirrels love it. Yes, we have a face cam now. How old is Chloe? Chloe is... I think she's 7. Yeah, she's 7 years old. She was born in February, just like I was. Of course, I was born a lot longer ago. Yep. Misha wasted no time on that one. Oh man. Oh man. Sorry, this update's taking just a minute. I wanted to turn it on because Hellebron's not broken on this. We're not going to play Hellebron, but if I end up fighting her, I don't want the AI to have the broken version. Can I get $500 for things that your mom said when you were... Oh. You're talking to him, not me. Hey, Dosict. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been, man? I was kind of hoping for slaying Raki and Kazaki Doom. We'll probably play Vermintide later this evening. Yes, my wonderful face is revealed. I even went and got a haircut and cleaned up my neck beard and all that jazz just for you guys. Well, Misha, the problem with our squirrels is they can't get on the bird feeder. What they do is they basically run into it, and all the birdseed falls on the ground, which is great for the birds. But it makes it so the squirrels just get off the ground, which is great for Chloe because she can just chase them off the ground, which is great fun for her and good exercise for her. So, 74 Arcath, welcome by the way. If you enable the beta, which anybody can do, it's a public beta, so any of y'all can turn it on right now. If you go turn it on, Hellebron's fixed on the beta. Also, if any of y'all enjoy Total War, I would really encourage y'all to turn on the beta, because it would help you, or if you find any bugs, you can report them, and they're very likely to get fixed right now. And so, you know, if everybody contributes, we could potentially get a lot of bugs knocked out of the game, which would be super nice. Like, they changed the Bone Giant so that he's a construct now, which is nice. Does Chloe munch them? Sort of. Chloe's not much of a killer. She tries. She's only caught 2 squirrels, I think. One of them she killed. The other one she wounded, but he got away, if I remember right. Is Total War Warhammer 3 confirmed? Yes, Tuco. Also, hello. They, in the news video they put out, they, or not the news video, the what teams are working on, they revealed that they've officially started pre-production on Warhammer 3. Yeah, Undertaker. Sotek, legit question, who makes better wine in Warhammer, Bretonnian or Athel Loren? I would say Bretonnia, but it depends upon the style of wine you like. They kind of focus on different aspects. Great Book of Grudges, just pretend it's not there. Or just pretend it's not me. Pretend I hired a doppelganger who just says what I would say, and I just dubbed over it. Personally, I think they were hinting the Realm of Chaos, but that's just me. Joseph, yeah, I feel like that happens whenever a YouTuber does a face reveal. Can you tell us a bit about the Fishmen, or make a video about it? So, the fish people, basically everything that we know about them, I included in that, at the end of that video, which I talked a lot about. Hey, Morty, how's it going, man? The Cult of Pleasure, Justin, is Morathi's faction. The fish people, there is so little about them, other than they've attacked a couple of factions, and we know they inhabit the sunken lizardman city of Chup-Yodel. Literally, one of the only things we know is that they are man-sized creatures that will come out of the ocean once a sea monster grabs a hold of your ship or, like, stops it. They'll swarm onto your ship, and they have a bunch of... They have really creepy mouths with needle teeth, which, if you don't, needle teeth means that they, like, have a spherical kind of mouth that has, like, a lot of really small, sharp teeth. And what they do is they take sailors and drag them down into the ocean and eat them. They're not cannibals, because obviously they're not eating people. They're their own people, they're eating humans, but they attack any faction out at sea, if they run into them. Well, Undertaker, I don't think Warhammer 3 is going to be the Realm of Chaos, period. I think it's going to be... I think we're going to have the Realm of Chaos, the Shadowlands, the Darklands, and then the Mountains of Morn, and then maybe Kislev over here. I really look like Boogie2988. Yeah, I kind of... Well, I have a similar haircut to him right now, and similar facial hair, and I'm also kind of fat. I like Boogie a lot. I love Boogie. He is significantly heavier than I am. I will say that. I do not weigh near, even the way he looks now, I do not weigh as much as he does. Love him to death, though. One of my favorite YouTubers. He's the reason I talk about, like, anxiety and stuff on stream. I wouldn't do that if it weren't for him. Man, this update is taking for freaking ever. It's okay, though. It gives us a chance to talk. Dude, Ninja Hunt, you wish. My face is medicine for the soul. Are we expecting demons, Andrew? Yes. We're expecting demons, Chaos Dwarves, Ogre Kingdoms, and a mystery 4th race. My day's been okay. I had to drive to Fort Worth to help out my sister with something, which destroyed my morning stream schedule time. Yeah, Morty, I did. Misha, you don't have to time out everybody that makes a comment about my physical appearance. It's okay. It's okay. I have tough skin. It's okay. I mean, he's not wrong. I do need to lose weight. That's true. I need to lose at least, I'd say, 50 pounds. And I'd be, like, in a really good place. This beta's almost done. Sorry. Rama, that would be cool. I would love Kislev. I would love... Yeah, I've got that scaly skin save. I don't give a... Apollo Potato, we're waiting on my game to finish updating. We're gonna play some Warhammer 2. So far we've had 2 Order and 2 Destruction factions for each launch. Chaos, Chaos Dwarfs, and... Ogres are not a Destruction faction. They're a neutral faction. They are not Destruction. Thank you, Andrew. I'm jealous of people who I think have a better voice than me. Like, Italian Spartacus has a really good voice for YouTube and stuff. Vitividya is my favorite YouTuber when it comes to, like, doing lore and the voice he has. Ah, I hate how good he sounds. Like, his timbre and his accent is just... makes me mad. Cathay? Maybe. I don't think they'll do Cathay. I don't know. Oh, I'll tell y'all what. There were so many people. I mean, there wasn't that many, but whenever someone says something negative, you tend to focus on it. There were so many people that were salty on my campaign video about I can think when I talked about the Amazons, and I was like, you know, you kind of have to, and the pygmies, and I was like, you know, you kind of have to update them for modern sensibilities. And some people were like, oh, Sotek's a SJW, and it's like, first of all, I'm like, no. Like, here's the thing. I just want the games to sell well. I don't really care what has to happen. I just want the games to sell very well, be productive, so we keep getting more of them. That's my only agenda. That's all I care about. Like, I have no idea if Amazons being in the game would actually attract more female players to the game. I don't know, but whenever you look on like Twitter and stuff, there's always people that, you know, they're like, man, I'd love to play this game, but I just don't relate to something. And it's like, you know, whatever. Diversity doesn't hurt anybody. It's not like you'd have to change the Amazons that much. Like, I don't know. That shit makes me annoyed. Like, the only thing I care about, is making sure the game sells well. People are like, oh, why do you want more women players in the game? And I'm like, because it sells more copies. That's more money. That's more players. Which means more people will watch my videos. Which means there's more likely that we'll get a continuation of fantasy. Which means that, you know, we'll get more tournaments and like, people think I care too much about things that I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if they brought out like the Demons of Slaanesh and they made them like an army of like Wonder Woman, I'd be legit angry. Like, if you're gonna do Slaanesh, then they need to be like, you know, he's the god of like perversion and debauchery and excess and like all those horrible things incarnate. Like, you can't have empowering focus when you're doing like Demonettes of Slaanesh. They didn't hold back on the Witch Elves. Like, the Witch Elves look great. So, Jackrat, technically you could refer to Slaanesh as he, she, or it. There's not an incorrect way to refer to Slaanesh. Technically, all four of them are known as the Dark Brothers, and some texts refer to Slaanesh. Most texts will refer to Slaanesh as a he. However, one of Slaanesh's titles is She Who Thirsts. But Slaanesh is all genders and none. So, you know, take that as you will. Tell you what, though, if there was a game that was going to be rated M in the Total War Warhammer trilogy, it would definitely be Game 3 with like demons and chaos dwarves and like all the references to like slavery and torture and demons and the realm of chaos if they have it in there, and you know, all the gods. You know, Nurgle's super disgusting, and Khorne's gonna have blood and gore everywhere, and Slaanesh is all about that sexy nonsense, and Tzeentch is just downright disturbing. Oh my god, I'd love it so much if Game 3 ended up being rated M, and they just like stepped up the game. When is the Beastman Q&A? Probably after the Greenskin one. We might do Vampires for Beastman. I don't know, we'll see how the vote goes. But, is Game 2 rated M? I thought it was rated, whatever the rating below that is. I thought it was only rated M for, hold on. I'm curious now. I don't even know where to find ratings on... No, it's rated T. Yeah, with the Blood Pack, it's rated M, but the basic game is rated T. I honestly would love it if Game 3 was just rated M. Did my download, like, freeze? What the hell is going on? It's been, like, paused and... Hold on. I'm gonna turn off Steam and turn it back on. Yeah, that's why the Blood Pack has always been separate. A lot of people think it's because CA is greedy, and it's not. It's so they can keep the rating lower. I need to make a mental note that when when this uploads. I'm gonna need to go into the comment section and put a timestamp for when the game actually starts. Voice of Reason? Yeah, I think they're gonna add all the Slaanesh demons. God, it's taking forever. Yeah, that's true. The third game will be rated T, and then we'll get a Blood for the Blood God pack. Can we get a Boots for the Boob God pack for Demonettes? Are greenskins immortal? Functionally, yeah. The only way greenskins can't die of old age, but because of their culture, they tend to die. They tend to just die much earlier than that. Some of them, as greenskins get older, depending on what type of greenskin they are, certain things can happen. Like Night Goblin Shamans, for instance, they eat so many shrooms and they get so magically charged that they will grow so old that eventually they'll go down into a cave and they will turn into a giant mushroom called shaman shrooms, which are literally night goblins that have transitioned back into being just mushrooms. And it's one of the most coveted type of shrooms for other night goblin shamans, and they go and they eat them and it gives them like a ton of power. Yeah, Shagrat. So I don't know what the schedule is going to be for Total War Warhammer 2 now, because in the future content update, they basically said, all right, we're working on a campaign pack now, but it literally sounded like they're just starting it, which means it could be another 2 months before we see any meaningful stuff. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope they have something planned for every month, just like we have for Warhammer 1. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Do I know some of the 40k lore? I know little bits and pieces. Do I want a digital copy of the book Grudge Lore? I think I already have it. Voice of Reason. How would a Realm of Chaos campaign work in Mortal Empires? Well, Geriberto, I don't think it would be the Realm of Chaos campaign. I think the Realm of Chaos would just be one of the major continents. Or lands. But I think anyone would be able to settle there. It would just be, like, you know, very, very not fun to settle there, because the Chaos Corruption would be incredible. Are lizardmen immortal? Certain types. Skinks die of old age. Saurus and Slann do not. Neither do Kroxigor. Skinks are the only ones that die of old age. Skinks can live to roughly 100. They average out to 100 before they die. Saurus will live until killed, and same thing for the Slann. Great Book of Grudges, yes, I have already pre-ordered my Warhammer RPG 4th edition. I got the starter kit and the collector's edition, which were very expensive, by the way. Fun fact, that put a huge dent in my money. Yeah, Rama, Ted Echo is pretty old, but he's old. There's a reason he floats around on a palanquin. And he's only... Ted Echo is only like 120 or 140. He's exceptionally old for a skink. Tenin Juan, the Prophet of Sotek, he's immortal. But he's an avatar of a god. More than he is just a skink. I don't know why this download is taking so long. I might turn off the stream in a minute if it's not up and running by then. What about skink mages? They age the same as regular skinks. Saurus, yes, Saurus grow more powerful as time passes. Slann are essentially the same, but they grow magically powerful, not physically. Saurus get bigger and tougher and faster and stronger as time passes. Geriberto, the Albino Guard are the... So, the Albino Guard are the bodyguard of the Council of 13. And they're literally a group of all albino storm vermin. And they're the most elite, most loyal, most fearless subset of storm vermin that exist in the Under Empire. And they're exclusively loyal to the Council of 13. You often will see them with Greyseers, but they don't own their loyalty to the Greyseer clan. They own it to the Council of 13. Isn't it interesting that skinks will sometimes devolve? Yeah, no, it's very interesting. Voice of reason. The lizardmen outside of the Slann, the lizardmen are very superstitious and do kind of crazy things, thinking that it will bring the old ones back or please them or draw their power in. And yes, the Slann occasionally wake up and they're like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Why are y'all like sacrificing people on pyramids?" And but many of the Slann have kind of started to come around on that because they don't really see it as a big deal. Some of them actually openly support it. And when Sotek arrived, the Slann started very heavily advocating for sacrifice and stuff. But that's because Sotek is an active god. What do I think the campaign pack is? Personally, I think it's the Southern Realms. Based on all the evidence at hand. I think that... I don't know if it's going to be like just Tilia, or if it's gonna kind of be like kind of a mix of some of the realms, but I think them putting Sartosa in on the Mortal Empires is a big sign of what's to come. I honestly think it's going to be a faction that... What I think it's going to be is I think it's going to be a human faction that on the Vortex map is going to start... Like, the 4 legendary lords will be... One will be in the New World colonies, one will be in Sudenburg, one will be in Sartosa, and one will be in... there's one more human colony, but I'm forgetting which one it is. And then on Mortal Empires, if they were scattered around, it might be something like Tilia, Sartosa, Estalia, and Border Princes. But I don't know, we'll see. I could be totally wrong. That's 100% possible. Sirtha Ek has a unique bonus for killing Cetra. That is fucking hilarious. I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know that, Ole. Also, welcome to the stream. Ollie? Ole? What's the size of a Saurus? The average Saurus is in the ballpark of 8. Most of them are in the ballpark of 7 to 9 feet tall. The older they are, the bigger they get. Like Krokar and Gorok in particular, are very big. But they tend to bulk more than grow. Just to be clear. But like Gorok is massive. Albino Guards versus the Crimson Guard, who would win? Probably the Albino Guard, honestly. The Crimson Guard are very well trained and very powerful and stuff, but the Albino Guard are kind of a tier above them. It'd be a close fight though. Do I have any suggestions for Skaven regiments renowned apart from the Albino Guard? Yep, a ton. I'll make a video about it. I can't name them off the top of my head though, because I need my books. How big are the Albino Guard? They're large, but Queek's head and tail above them, but Queek is something special. Do Slann ever walk? No. Slann never will touch the earth, because when Chaos came into the world, they corrupted the very earth itself, and if the Slann were ever to touch the actual earth, it would ground their magic and corrupt it. So that's why they float on palanquins, and when they're like meditating and stuff, they float in pools of water. They will never touch land though, ever. It would have disastrous results. What faction is older lore-wise, High Elves or Lizardmen? Lizardmen, way older. Way older. Lizardmen were already a massive worldwide empire by the time the High Elves were created. Why are the Slann so lazy? It's not that they're lazy, it's that they view time differently. They view time in periods of millennia, whereas most races view time in days. Like, to a Slaanen, like, a decade is like a blink of an eye. It's not that they're lazy, it's just that the way that they view the scope of time passing is very extended because they live for, like, they're basically immortal. And they've been around for well over, 20,000 years. They, if not much longer, they see the world in a very different way and the way that it passes. So they're not really in a rush because to them, everything changes very gradually and very slowly. They don't act in a very aggressive manner. They do now, but the other reason, Justin, is when chaos came into the world, basically it was kind of one of those situations of the Slaanen stared into the abyss and the abyss stared back, and Tzeentch, in his usual craftiness, Tzeentch actually cast a ritual during the first Great Incursion when the Slaanen fought directly against chaos in that worldwide campaign. And the Slaanen essentially were kind of chaos. Basically, Tzeentch unleashed a ritual that lured all of the Slaanen into a type of lethargy. It made their minds very cloudy and foggy, and it made them very slow to react to things. And basically, all of the Slaanen were kind of put out of commission in a sense. It became very lethargic and had a hard time focusing and like being in the physical world. Because of what Tzeentch did, the first Slaanen to break out of it was Mazdamundi, but that was when the humans in Skeggi woke him up 3 times in a row, or not Skeggi, the other one, the other settlement whose name I'm forgetting. They woke him up 3 times in a row. El Cadavo, that was the name of it, and he got so pissed that he finally went over and wrecked it. And he literally got so angry and was woke up so many times in that decade that he broke out of it. Like, he broke free of that curse, essentially. And at that point, he started waking up the other Slaanen. And that brought them to wakefulness. That's why when you play a Lizardman campaign, you have to perform the rite of awakening. All right. It's finished downloading. Let's get this going. Do the factions of Order hate each Chaos God equally, or is there one of them they hate over the rest? Depends on the faction. Most of them hate the gods equally, but some, like the Elves, for instance, they hate Slaanesh more than the other 3. But that's because Slaanesh desires their souls above all else. The Dark Gods hate the Order factions in a slightly different tier. Like, Slaanesh focuses most on the Elves, Tzeentch focuses the most on humanity. Nurgle hates dwarves. He hates dwarves because they're resistant to disease. They're resistant to disease, and they're resistant to magic. So they're also, in addition, resistant to his diseases. He hates dwarves. Yeah, we're back up and running. All right. So, here's the deal. I'm just kind of wanting to have fun and chill with you guys and enjoy playing the game. There are a couple of campaigns that I have achievements that I'm working on trying to accomplish. One of them is that I basically need to take over all of Lustria with Skaven to accomplish a number of achievements. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a very hard Scroll campaign.
I am Tyrion.
And see how we like the new Skaven. We're going to do a very hard campaign with hard battle. Because I did test it, and thankfully you get the achievement for beating the campaign on very hard, even if you have the battle difficulty a little lower. But very hard battle difficulty you shouldn't play, because it's a piece of shit. Let's get this started. I'm going to talk over the intro movie. Why not Queek? Because we want to take over Lustria. And if I play Queek, I'd have to go all the way across the ocean. Who built the Tomb King pyramids? Tomb Kings? Why did I have to download? I was downloading the beta patch, Jacob. Was there ever a Saurus who rode on a pterodon? No, Saurus are too heavy.
They gnaw at the roots of the world like an infected wound. They mean to rule over rules.
Is there someone with better dance moves than Wurzag? Yes,
god,
the Mask.
The great
The Mask of Slaanesh. You should look her up. Very cool character.
Only the island home of the High Elves has remained.
Who built the Egyptian pyramids? Presumably the Egyptians.
Is the great vortex.
Alright, Dosick.
A swirling maelstrom that siphons chaos from
any famous huge pterodons? There's one.
Its vast power
who's the mount of tic-tac-toe.
Red eyes.
Zwup. Yeah, Zwup.
The twin
that's a scary pterodon. Zwup is very scary.
But this time its wake has disturbed.
Alright, great. We'll to see you around.
Magic. In the secret halls of the Under Empire, the Council of 13 has gathered.
I mean, you gotta remember the Tomb Kings used slaves to build their pyramids.
To scheme.
And citizens. Necrotechs were very famous for... The reason they have whips is because they whip people horribly.
Dwarf things in Pillar City. No! Clanmores go to Southlands. Hunt for Warpstone. Moors are puppet minion. Pestilence infest Lastria.
Hey, Zach.
Yes, but all Warpstone for Council plan.
We're starting up a Skaven campaign.
Come, scribe slave. Work to do. Comet makes elf things weak. Council wants power of the vortex.
Are there, no, Donnie. No.
As prophecy demands.
The only mounts we saw legendary lords with were Stegodons and Carnosaurs. Monster
We
swans.
must find the Screaming One. Find out how to control the vortex. Oh yes, master.
How high is Queek in the totem pole? Queek is the second or third, roughly, depending on how good of a day he's having. He's the second or third in the hierarchy of Clan Wars. He's the acting warlord of Clan Wars, underneath Lord Nodwell.
Your impertinence.
Nodwell?
Oh, it will be done, your worship.
Can a black Skaven be black Skaven be a Skaven slave? Yeah, any Skaven can be a Skaven slave. When your clan gets defeated, if your clan gets defeated by another clan, most of them become slaves. That being said, they prefer to use them as storm vermin and such. Flay yourself for your impertinence. I agree with Misha. I actually prefer the voice acting for the Skaven and Vermintide over the voice acting in Total War Warhammer. I think Vermintide hit the Skaven aesthetic better. But that's just my opinion. What's a black Skaven? It's a Skaven with black fur. Skaven, when Skaven are born, the color of their fur usually denotes their class. The darker colored fur, the better. With the exception of albino fur, which means you're blessed by the horned rat. Which is actually funny. That's something the Lizardmen and the Skaven have in common, is that for both of their races, albino skin or coloration means that they're especially blessed. Fun fact. Is Clan Fester under the Reichland? During the end times they are. I don't remember exactly where they are prior to the end times. I think they were in the Black Mountains. I'd have to double check though. What's Bretonia's take on slavery? They don't like it. They consider it unchivalrous. It breaks the laws of chivalry. That's why when Araby invaded Astalia and started enslaving all the people, that's why Bretonia started the Crusades. Was because they took up the plight of Astalia to go defend those who couldn't defend themselves. Are the Council of 13 members stronger than their acting warlords? Most of them, yes. Depends on the member, but almost all of them, yes, are the most powerful of their clan. But that's because a lot of them have, like, mechanical parts and imbibe potions to make them strong, and they live... All of them are in, like, the hundreds of years old category, where most Skaven don't even live for a decade. So, yeah. Queek can beat... Queek at his prime could beat just about anybody in a fight. There is no one who would have an easy time beating Queek Headtaker. Nobody. They would have to have incredibly powerful magic armor. Like, Grimgor versus Queek in Queek's prime would have been a fair fight, I would say. Are Storm Fiends end times only? Yes, they were invented in the end times. Well, Bretonia, they treat the peasants like crap, but they view it as a privilege to serve the lady and them. They don't view it as slavery, even though it's functionally slavery. But to them, there is a difference. What do I mean is prime? Queek was not very old.
Cease your chittering, adherents of decay.
Yeah, whatever. In the end times, Queek was only like, I want to say he was just over 10 years old. Queek was not very old when all that jazz happened. Who's stronger, Tyrion or Queek? Queek hits harder. Is there a specific event that definitely triggered the end times? Yes. Archaon collecting all of the artifacts of the Everchosen. And Nagash coming back. Those were the two big triggers. Armando, that's true. Thorgrim did kill Queek. It should be noted, though, that during that battle, Thorgrim had the Wind of Metal powering him. He was the incarnate of metal at that point. Plus, Queek was slowing down already by that point. Queek was old, like he had been getting slower by then. And Thorgrim was clever as hell. Yeah, I'm face camming, Tristan, it's true. What makes Queek so strong? He was just born that way. Alright. So, let's get this party started. Okay, first thing we need is Corrupted Spawn Pool for more sweet, sweet food. Then we're gonna run over here and recruit some troops. We need spears. I'm a lizard person in disguise. I have to wear skin in public. Court order. Would an Eshin army look like a normal Skaven army, or would it be special? It would be special. Clan Eshin actually had a roster released for the Storm of Chaos, and they had a very dynamic roster. They have their own special casters who use their own unique lore. On top of that, they also have some pretty crazy nonsense, like they have specially trained rat ogres. And they, of course, have a lot more. They have a lot more Clan Eshin type units, you know, assassins and all that stuff. All right, we're being attacked. That's kind of a fun starting army, with the Feral Cold Ones and such. Four ought to do it. Do necromancers use Skaven, Dwarven, and other kinds of non-human corpses for their armies? Yes, Deriberto, necromancers will use anything they can find. Jacob, for some reason, when you're doing Atlor Master of Sotek, it's not highlighting. That's why. Yeah, dude, Queek's the best. Queek is the only Skaven that exists who's brave, which makes him so special and so wonderful. Like, he's the only Skaven warlord that is alive that leads from the front. Can elves become vampires? No. No, they cannot, Lilycat. Only humans and halflings can become vampires. And the one halfling vampire was a very short-lived experiment. But halflings are much more closely related to humans than elves are. There's a much stronger connection there. Alright.
What?
Let's kick some ass.
Ready.
Alright, Skrulk. Catapult. Let's focus down the Saurus units. Is it possible for Storm of Chaos Lords rosters for CA? Yeah, I think CA would be completely within their rights to make an awesome roster by using Storm of Chaos units. I'd have no problem with that. Honestly, I kind of find it a shame that we didn't get Morathy as the DLC Lord, because I would have loved for after like Game 3 came out, I would have loved for Morathy to have had a combined roster of like Slaanesh and Dark Elves like she did in the Storm of Chaos. That could have been better. Let's turn on some guard stands here so these guys don't run off.
Yes. Kill, yes. Lord Scrooge.
One thing that they really need to do, that I hope they do, is when they expand the Warriors of Chaos roster, because to give us like the Hellstriders of Slaanesh, I really hope they move Sigvald's starting position from where he is now to like the Palace of Princes area, and I really hope they give him a diplomatic bonus with Morathy. Like Morathy and him should kind of be buddies, seeing as she's like the OG. They decided to make her like the OG Cult of Pleasure version instead of the kind of more modern version, which I like Morathy more as a Chaos, kind of like a someone who was willing to work with Chaos. I really hope they give her something I would like to see as an update for her would be like diplomatic bonuses with Norskins and Warriors of Chaos. That's just me. Hey Dov. Will there be a free DLC for what? I missed the first part of that question. Okay, we're gonna send forward these guys to go take out Skinks. We do want to get our Plague Monk Censer Bearers on the Saurus, because they're our best chance of killing the Saurus. Plague Monks are not great for, like, they're okay at dealing with Saurus, but they're not great at it. Alright, let's go ahead and send in Skrulk. And let's get in some bonus Skaven here. And another Plague Breath right there. Nice. Get rid of all those Skinks. I lost that unit. Turn on... Oh, okay, we've turned that off. Good. Alright, so that skink unit's dealt with. Let's send you up. I'm gonna Skrulk fight this guy. Could really use some more shots here. Need that Discourage aura. Alright, let's activate that poison. Have the Plague Monk Censer Bearers help me with the enemy lord. Clan Rats and Plague Monks will chase off that dude. And with the Censer Bearers, this guy's gonna get torn apart. They do such good armor piercing. They also do magic damage, which is nice. Okay, slings. Let's focus down the skink units and get them out of here. Okay, we've got a nice big fat thing of skinks here. Here, let's focus down these. Okay, here comes the mass break. Awesome. Let's chase down the Saurus units and get them out of my life. We do want to weaken the enemy lord. I just click on. Yeah, we want to weaken him. We don't want to kill him. You can turn off guard stance. Sorry, guys. Alright, good. And we'll just kind of do some damage to them as they're all running off. We don't want to kill the enemy lord, we just want to bring him down to about 100 health if we can. Throw down poison to slow him down. They should use the Storm of Chaos's Middenheim roster? They certainly could. I don't know if we're ever gonna see, like... Here's the thing. Middenheim is basically a faction of the Empire race. And the one thing I don't think we're ever gonna see is really exclusive rosters to a single sub-faction. You know, like, I could see, like, an individual unit being unique to Boris, kind of like how we have the Shadow Walkers for the Elithanar, but I don't think you're going to see, like, a fully implemented, unique roster that only Middenheim has. If they're going to add in Middenheim, the entire roster still has to be available to the entire Empire. Which is why I think, like, the Knights of the White Wolf are a distinct possibility, but, like, I don't think we're going to see, like, the Tutagan Guard or anything like that. Do I think we'll see Neferata added? Yes. Matthew, I think we'll see Neferata eventually. Personally, I think that. Could Gashnak work as a Border Prince's Legendary Lord? He could. It'd be really interesting, actually. I wouldn't mind having a Strigoi special character. Knights Panther, yeah. My goal for the Empire roster is to get in the Knights Panther and the Knights of the White Wolf. I really want both of those units in. Would the Everguard beat the Albino Guard? The Everguard. What do you mean by Everguard? Who are you referring to? Give me that Vermintide. Alright, so we got our spears. And my mouse died. There it goes. Let's go capture Subatun. And then we'll deal with this guy after that. Hey, Val. Oh, I'll resolve that. And we're gonna up it. Sure, let's do level 3. Yes, yes. That way we can get all the fun buildings. We got food. Grab that. Get rid of that. And then we need a garrison. Cool beans. Hold up again. Let me grab Wither and Plague Rash. Alrighty. Doing good. Archaon's bodyguard is called the Swords of Chaos. The Swords of Chaos would stomp the Albino Guard. That wouldn't even be a contest. There is no such thing as Storm Vermin that can take on the Swords of Chaos. That's not a thing. You would need a assload of guys to deal with the Swords of Chaos, lore-wise. Make it clear that I'm talking specifically about lore. Alright, so for a tier 2 building, let's grab Public Order with the Taskmaster's Platform. Grab a level 2 building here. I want to go after Walkmole Crater. Not really. I just kind of want to ambush this guy. We're going to try and ambush the Saurus. If we don't get the ambush, we're going to fall back. But we got the ambush. Awesome. We'll kill him, and we will enslave. We're trying to rebuild our food as quickly as possible. Sword of Battle. Nice. Good job, Scroll. Let's grab Blessed with Filth and Evasion, because we want to get up to Pestilent Birth as quickly as possible. And I think I'm close enough to attack this place. I am. Wow, this place has a garrison? Oh, it's a major city. Okay. Walkable Crater, fun fact for those of you who are curious, this is actually the place where Clan Pestilence, or this is where Tenenhuan achieved his most famous victory. It was a massive battle, and in Guacamole Crater, and this is where, like, this was the turning point of the war between the Lizardmen and the Skaven. It's where the Lizardmen gained the upper hand. And Tenant Juan captured so many Skaven slaves, or not so many slaves, but captured so many captives that the, like, train of prisoners leading from Guacamole Crater to the place where he sacrificed them all it took days, and the train of Skaven was like miles long, and they sacrificed thousands of Skaven to Sotek from that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fal. Don't the Skaven make the White Stormmen? No, Generic, they're born with white fur. But most of the Albino Guard have their tongues cut out. I think all of them do, actually. The Albino Guard, if I recall correctly, have their tongues cut out. That way they can't share the secrets of the Council. So there's a fun fact. That's not necessarily super fun, but... Alright, so we'll put you guys here. I'm gonna hide my more elite units in the forest.
Now, ready now.
And we're gonna try and lure the attention of the Lizardmen, mainly over to this flank, while I hide my army in this forest. Alright. Great, go be a distraction, and you blow open a hole in that wall. Alright, we're gonna move these guys up and just rain fire down. We'll send one unit to try and bust open the gate. That's probably gonna take a while, but, you know, whatever. These guys will send one unit. We'll send y'all both here. They shouldn't be able to see me. I think they're just hitting random slingers, accidentally hitting my guys. I'm just gonna bust open this wall, and then I'm gonna run in through there. Voice of Reason, yes. With Skaven, I will usually get a second army fairly quick. Have the Skaven invaded Albion? Yeah, there's Skaven on Albion. Not a lot, but there are some. The Skaven exist everywhere, with the exception of Ulthuan. Like, if your question starts with, are there Skaven blank, the answer is yes. With the exception of Ulthuan. Yeah, the Albion Crisis had every single race invading it. Which I'm not sure if the Albion Crisis even happened. Oh, I didn't move close enough because I'm retarded. I'm not sure if the Albion Crisis actually occurred in the Total War timeline. Or Total War alternate universe. We'll have to wait and see about that. Yep, Geriberto, there are Skaven in Athel Loren. Or beneath it, rather. They don't like it very much. It's very dangerous. They have invaded it. Alright, so let's go ahead and move these guys over to this wall. He's letting us just have this wall, which is nice, because it means I'll be able to knock all the skinks off. Hello, Nemanja. How's it going, guys? By the Everguard, you meant Thorgrim's Elite Hammerers. Oh, they might be called the Everguard. I'd have to check my books. They would beat the Albino Guard, yeah. Because, you gotta remember, the Albino Guard are scary, but they're still just Skaven. Like, they're not ludicrously powerful or anything bonkers like that. Are these guys seriously gonna cut open the gate before this thing destroys a wall? That makes me sad. We are doing paltry damage with these slingers. But, you know, they're distracting the enemy, so that's what counts. Alright, the gate is open. I don't really want to charge through it just yet. I want to wait until Scroak's ready. So we'll just kind of leave it open. Let's fall back to about here. That damn gate open. Alright, once these guys are all up on the walls, we're going to start swinging across. This could be bad if they activate that tower. Let's move y'all a little closer. Actually, it could be nice if he gets on top of this spot. They can't see us, right? Oh no, they can see my catapult. Ooh. We can move it a little bit.
Yes, master. Scurry.
Oh wait, no, they're moving to the perfect position. Fire! Move these guys here.
What?
Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and bring these guys in.
Our tail's yours.
Let's charge here.
What?
Charge in the rear. Keep them busy. Come on! One more shot. There we go. Good. Now turn your attention on these skinks. Charge!
I want this. Lord Stroke.
And let's actually go ahead and move this thing to get it out of that tower's range. Things are going okay over here. Oh, they're coming off the wall to fight. Oh, come on, get nice and bunched up for me. Don't break yet, you dummies. Ugh. Right there. Yeah, they did okay. Wasn't quite as much as I was hoping.
Pestilence abound.
Oh yeah, you're in a safe position. I forgot about that. Yeah, rain hell down.
What?
Just deal with these units one at a time. Okay, they're dealt with. Let's move. I'll summon some clan rats to chase these guys out. Chase out these Saurus. Rest of you, with me! With me!
Yes, brethren.
You know what? I don't need to use the overcast version for this. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Or Skaven! Alright, we're gonna throw down a Wither to make the Saurus less tanky. And then I'm gonna hit the Saurus with an overcast Plague Breath. Nice. And then poison attacks! Come on, get in here. We're still fighting on the walls. Unleash the slaves! Chase them off. Do I think Victor Saltspire could be an Age of Sigmar? Probably not. I don't think any regular humans survived the end times. But we have to wait and see on that, actually. Felix might have survived, despite the fact he definitely died, but, you know. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's focus our efforts here. Slaves, chase them out.
Skaven! Yes!
Alright. The city has fallen! And I'm just gonna burn this one on the ground, because I don't want to expand too quickly. Because that's a death trap in the Vortex campaign, to expand too quickly. Ugh. Yeah, there's already a new set of Witch Hunter characters in Age of Sigmar that have their own book series. Voice of Reason, it's not failing at all. It's actually doing really well. Do I like Vermintide 2? Yes, I love Vermintide 2.
Victory! The Horned Rat!
Ooh, Alchemist. That's super good. Ooh, Sacred Banner of the Horned Rat. -8 leadership to all enemies within 55 meters? Don't mind if I do.
I am the Plague Lord.
Damn. That's a really nice item. Does that mean Gotrek and Felix are dead too? No, they have explicitly... We know for a fact that Gotrek survived. Because he is returning... He's getting a book called Realm Slayer soon. Why aren't we playing Vermintide 2? Because I don't feel like playing Vermintide 2 right now. Voice of Reason, I unfortunately do not think Fantasy Battles, like the tabletop game, is ever coming back. I think Warhammer Fantasy will continue to thrive, but they're not going to bring back Fantasy. I don't think they have a... I don't think there's any motivating factor to convince them that's a good idea. Let's see.
I am the Plague Lord.
So, Tech, do you know a slong called Adohi Tega? It rings a bell. Vaguely. I do not recall what he's from, though. I know I recognize that name, though. Oof, man, we blew through all our finances. Yeah, voice, that's not gonna happen. I can already tell you that's not gonna happen. Age of Sigmar is here to stay. And there's a lot of redeeming things about it. I don't hate Age of Sigmar. I actually quite enjoy it. It's doing well for itself. There are things about it I'm not particularly fond of, but, I mean, there are things that I'm not particularly fond of in anything in existence. Why did I just tap out? Oh, because I was looking at this. Someone... Okay.
I see you.
Does Krokgar become an incarnate? We don't know what happened to Krokgar, Veminik. Krokgar started turning into something. Presumably, like, he started turning into one of the Seraphon, because he basically, like, started glowing and all this other insanity. And then he went to space with the Slann, and we don't know what happened to him. He might still be alive somewhere. He might be dead. We don't know. Games Workshop hasn't commented on it. $74 Arcath, thankfully, you don't have to make that choice. But, I mean, all power to you, man. You can choose to love or hate what you'd like. That's the beauty of it all.
Why do come? What can we help you with?
Because I have to do this for a quest. Thank you. Give me my warp stone. Okay, let's upgrade Oxiodal. Or Oxial. Not Oxiodal. That's a character, not a place. Ambush. God, this banner is so sexy. Let's put it on one of these plague monks. Actually, put on the sensor bearers since they're easier for me to see. Kill him and eat him. Got Plan Buster, Crown of Command. Which is not too bad. Not great. It's not terrible. Oh gosh, we have a ton of awesome things to pick from. Power Drain, Earthing. And let's go ahead and move to here. So next turn we can march on the Sentinels. And we can pick up 2 more units, or actually 3 more units. So let's combine you guys, get rid of you, and pick up 3 spears. And we're doing good. Why don't I play Mortal Empire's Destroyer Han? Because I'm hunting certain achievements right now. I'm achievement hunting. Yeah, Unknown Human, I love the look of the new Nighthawks. I'm legit buying the starter set just so I can get all those Nighthawk models. And yes, I want to see... I am also very curious who the Mortarch of Grief is. It seems to be Isabella, but, you know, we have to wait and see. Blackcorn Swamp.
Unleash pupils.
Peak Gate Guard lore? I'd have to go get my End Times book. They're an End Times unit.
Now.
Troglodon win CA? Probably in the Lizardman Skaven DLC. That's true, David. I'm going to start covering Age of Sigmar at some time in the future on this channel. But that day will come when it comes. But I'm going to keep covering fantasy as well. I would never choose one over the other. Well, I would... That's not true. I would choose fantasy over Age of Sigmar, but I think there's a place for Age of Sigmar on the channel. But that still won't be for quite a while. Alright. We're going to put the super shitty guys in front to take hits. Then we're going to put the slightly not as shitty guys behind them. And then we're going to put the actually good troops behind them. And then Skrull will hang out in the middle somewhere. Alright. Start firing at those Saurus. Dude, Jorgen, I love Skrull. Like, even though he killed Grimlock. But then, I mean, Skrull got his guts punched in by Vikrakar immediately afterwards. Why don't I play on Ultra unit size? Because the game wasn't balanced for Ultra. And I think it's a genuinely worse experience. Because the game wasn't designed to be played like that. In that, I just don't feel like it's balanced. Yeah, Matthew, I had the same problem. I tried downloading the beta, or I did download the beta, and it took for freaking ever. It was insane how long it took. Hooray, Dead Skinks. Alright, we'll send these guys out to go find the flanks. Those are Saurus, so y'all are going to need some extra oomph.
What? Clan spears. Stop! Ready. Yes. Master of masters.
Let's go kill the general. We're just going to keep using Plague Breaths to shred skinks here. I hate when the AI actually bothers to dodge.
Blessed with fear. Once. What was it? Clan spears. Clan rats. Fight! Pestilence abound.
Let's see. Let's summon some backup plague monks.
Law of pestilence. Plague monks.
Never have too many plague monks. True fact.
Stirring, yes. Our tile's yours. Die! Run, skitter! Charge! Lords!
Yeah, Fal, I don't think you can trademark something that's been like popularly chanted by many members of the Warhammer community for the last, 15 years.
Cast.
74 Arkarth, I have no idea what you're talking about. Honest to God. Pizza sounds good.
Plague monks.
Who brought up pizza? What jackass did that?
Equal catapult.
We will switch to Vermintide today, though. Don't y'all worry, though. We are going to play... Izzy did. We are going to play Vermintide today. This evening. We're doing an afternoon stream and an evening stream. We're going to be streaming a lot today. It's okay, Fal. I have my own money now. I just had to get paid this month. What are you doing, Chloe? What? You're staring at me like you want something. Come here. Come here. No? No, look. Look at the way she's looking at me. Just... What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? She's like, why don't you come lay down on the bed where I'm taking up all the space? Damn dog. It's okay, Matthew. And hey, there are different ways to support the stream, guys. If y'all check the description, there are 3 primary ways you can support the stream. You could drop a donation on Streamlabs, which gives the money directly to me immediately, which is awesome. You can join my Patreon page, where you can donate various levels of money to help out me on a monthly basis, and you get perks for it, depending on your level. And then you can, of course, go to that Fanatical link and buy video games for yourself for Steam. You go buy those video games, but you use that link to go there, and I get a very small commission. But the website actually has really great sales. I use it to buy my games. And that's not a shameless plug, that's just honesty. Alright, give me a weapon burrow. Okay, we'll do a weapon burrow later, actually. Give me a rattling warren. Alarm tunnel, and then we'll save up for a weapon burrow. Alright. We're doing fine on food, quite frankly. Let's do expansionist planning. Do I have a full 20 stack? I do. We're probably going to be picking up our next army pretty soon. Okay. Let me know, I can bounce. Do I think Skaven will get Rattling Gunners? I sure hope so. I also hope they're good, because it would be easy for them to not be good. Oh, we're about to have a rebellion here, because of all that massive growth I'm doing here. Oh, let's go deal with it. And we can start research. Excellent. I don't want to get a second army just yet, because we're going to be buying a lot more advanced troops for this army. Can't get Storm Vermin yet, but soon. Dude, Jezzails. Oh, please, God, give us Jezzails. That would be so amazing. Just nice sniper Skaven. Oh, Justin's back. Unleash the party times. Yeah, I don't agree with this. Send in more rats. Pretty sure I can win this fight. Hi, Bjorn. Hello. How are y'all doing? You're waiting for Core Hill? Aw, Mad Brain Box. I feel you, man. I feel you. Jezzails always make me chuckle, because I had a friend who always called them Jezziels. Drove me nuts. Random fun fact. I don't know if it's even that fun. Let's see. Okay. Oop. Oop.
For the Vermintide.
No, just...
Clan rats.
Okay, there we go. That was weird. Alright. These guys, I don't... Oh no, they do have... They are the shielded variant, but that's okay. We're just gonna shoot to our heart's content. You know what? Let's focus fire. And we're gonna speed up time, because this is gonna be a long engagement. What the fuck is happening? What the... Why is it saying like the shift button is on? There we go. That was weird. Alright, we do want them to bunch up. Because if I can get them to bunch up, then we can start hitting them with Orb Lightning. Zap! I'll just keep shooting him.
Clan rats. Our tale is yours. Get. Warlock Engineer. Back underground.
I'm trying to collect a list of potential... Good luck with that, Undertaker. Good luck with that. Beautiful. Alright, Dosek, have a good session, man. Alright, we're gonna have these slaves go melee mode and chase off these, Saurus. You're out of ammo? Well, that's fine. Just don't get caught. Oh no, y'all are out of ammo too. Well, I don't... you know, yeah, you can go ahead and charge.
We obey.
More lightning! Undertaker, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't think it's going to be ultimately successful. So, here's the thing. Like, I only have so much time in a day where I'm able to do things, and especially something like Regiment of Renowns actually requires, like, reasonable levels of research, and that's just not something I'm willing to commit time to. Not out of a sense of, like, I'm too important for it. It's just, it's one of those things that I don't think it's going to happen, and I'd rather focus my efforts on things that I do think are going to happen. That being said, I encourage you to go ahead and do it yourself, and have a blast with it. I just won't be contributing personally.
Magic's ready.
Alright, Jacob. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming by.
What? Shall be done. Yes. Nasty things.
Kill him! Kill him! Hold your fire.
Yes.
I want y'all to make a line. Alright. We'll make a secondary line. Randy, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Which one's your favorite so far? Which of the first 3 books?
You wish.
This is where we just speed up time. But I'm not gonna lose this settlement to some dumbass Saurus. Head back. Okay. Fire! What are you doing? Oh, you have melee stance on.
Yes.
Unleash more clan rats. Fall back to this angle. Return to the fray. The rest of us will hold. Your pizza store doesn't accept debit cards? What decade are they stuck in? Who doesn't do debit cards in the modern era? What the hell? Yeah, Val, you told me. You're on Troll Slayer right now? Oh, they just got to Karagate Peaks? That's the best part of that particular book. Okay, good. We won. Y'all can feel free to try and mow him down now. This guy's taking just no damage. Alright. Good. But we pushed him away and we got a heroic victory. Woo! I'm sure you already got the question, Sotek, but will you do a video of how potential Southern Realms army could be? Sure. Why not? Sure. Hey, don't lick yourself on the bed. I don't want your drool all over my sheets. You can go somewhere else. You got a big old house just for you to mess around in. You can go somewhere else. Hey, what did I just say? Stop. She just stares at me. She's like, oh. Mad at me. Like, well, don't be dumb. Do what you know you're not supposed to do, you stupid dog. You're killing me. Do I want to use the dominating scheme? Yeah, sure. I just like the growth. Dude, Misha, there is nothing worse than, like, when I go to bed for the night, and you lay down on your bed, and you just land in, like, a wet puddle. And it's usually freezing cold by that point. And it's just like, this is so just on so many levels. Yeah, give me Plague Lord, because I think Plague Lord lets me recruit Plague Priest. Yes, it does. Fantastic. Good, because I want one in my army.
What does Plague Lord wish?
Plague Lord wishes for you to get good at fighting.
Reveals nothing.
Help me find items.
Scurry, move again soon.
Gruski, I'm too much of a pushover to kick my dog off the bed. But I try to make her, or convince her not to drool all over the bed. Which is not that difficult for her to do. She's just kind of a pain in the butt about it.
What's your back to?
It's not that big of a deal, though. Get rid of that. Join me. More Warpstone. Alright. We can grab a bigger garrison. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. I really want that Pox Cauldron. One thing at a time. Alright. We're going up next because we need to go claim the Altar of the Horned Rat.
Lord Skrulk.
Especially from these fools. I should probably wipe him out. Yeah, let's do that first. Let's wipe out the Southern Sentinels, because I've got a quest for that, and we just want to make sure that's dealt with. Oh, we don't have a quest for it. How many settlements does he have left? Yeah, just one. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we'll wait till next turn so we can get the Pox Cauldron. Yeah, Darko, like, defending Skaven cities without the Engineer's Warp Lightning would be impossible. Like, that would be so bad. It's such a good hero. Yes, Rama, that's true. The exotic animals resource does give food, as you can see on the right. Once you get to level 2, it gives food. But we're already generating tons of food, so we're fine. Alright. Give me this, so I can recruit plague monks. Or do I get this, so I can get storm vermin? Nah, let's get the plague monks. I like plague monks. Alright. Why is it white? Oh, there it is. Destroy the sun sentinels. Okay. Well, alright, let's go finish them off then. And we can get a max tier breeding pit. Excellent. We'll be able to get poison wind globadiers next turn. Rasmus, welcome to the stream. Also, hello there, Picklesworth. I do not drink. No. I do not drink. Never have.
How can
Probably never will. Defensive alliance? Sure. Hopefully they'll live long enough for me to get a trade agreement with them.
blessed filth? Kill for clan. Kill slay. Fight Nash.
For those of you that are curious, my family history does not mix well with alcohol. It's not that I don't drink from like some high and mighty stance or something. It's just that every one of the previous members of my family that did get into drinking suffered for it. That is true, Pigglesworth. That is true. Let's see. What faction do you think is the worst to be on the battlefield against? Probably demons, honestly, because demons literally kind of destroy the laws of reality. And if you're fighting them, that means there's enough winds of magic in the area for them to manifest, which also means that part of the whole situation is really screwy. And demons are literally just all of your nightmares made manifest. And even if they kill you, you're not super likely to just outright die. They are very likely to take your soul and you'll suffer for at least eternity. So yeah, I would say no thank you to Demons of Chaos over the most other factions.
Big priest.
Alright, let's focus down this just massive pocket of swords on the flank here. And we're actually going to go aggressive for once. Normally I don't, but this time we are. We are going to focus our plague line onto this flank.
To me. Okay, it's yours. It's mine. Die things. Just kill.
Let's come down a wither over here. Lower their armor. And let's do poison attacks over here. Let's get a plague breath right there. That was a pretty good one. Summon some bonus Skaven onto this flank. Plague Priest, go in there and fight. Don't just stand around like a dummy. Rush them in there. We're gonna bring Skrulk over this way. Throw down Crown of Command on this unit. I'm gonna go fight in here. Let's do a Pestilent Birth. Actually, you know what? Oh, we got a Plague. And Plague.
Spells of Plague!
Whee! Look at that sweet damage. Look at it. Look at it. just depleting. Oh, that's great. All right, good job here. Let's swing around this way. So we'll commit a couple units to chasing off various foes. We'll send you both to deal with this. Let's see if we can cut off some of these skinks. Vermintide over here. Bring you guys over this way. You turn fire at this group.
Retreat, retreat!
You lot, let's go here.
Lord Scrub!
More Skaven, please.
Blessed with hell!
May I have more Skaven, please? You're being an annoying block to prevent these guys from getting to me.
Lord Scrub!
More rats out here.
Yes, yes. Good, good.
Let's get some poison attacks out here.
I am Scrub!
Get a Crown of Command on these spears.
Law of Pestilence!
Nice, nice. Whoa, easy there. Easy there. Let's be careful who we're hitting now. The ranged units focus the fleeing units. Just swarm in on this mess. Let's see. So chat, Tzeentch factions must get a buff to Winds of Magic. What do the other gods get? Slash gets the Wind of STDs. I feel like STDs are always kind of a weird middling point between Nurgle and Slaanesh. Like, they kind of have to share that playground. Oh, Max. That was... You can't mistake me for Skrulk, I have eyeballs. I don't have Warpstone for eyes like this poor rat boy does. Just raise it. I just want to clear out this space for the moment so that I can go fight north, because I don't want to start expanding south and have to fight somebody. A cheaper plague would be welcome. Let's get Route Marcher. And let's go ahead and grab Warpstone tokens. Then upgrade to the Overseer's Lookout. Good, good, good. Which Lizardman Legendary Lord will we get, and where will they start on the Vortex and ME map? So I'm thinking that we will, for the DLC, we'll get Tenant 1. And I think on the Vortex map, I'm not sure where they're going to put him. I know they're going to put one of the Lizardman characters in Itza, but I honestly think I think the Free OC Lord is going to be Gorok, the Great White Lizard, and I think he's going to start in Itza. I have no idea where they'd put Tenant 1. I'd have to really think about that, because he could kind of go anywhere. I I mean, he's very well associated with Lustria, but he's also known for attacking worldwide. It would be nice to kind of see him, especially on Mortal Empires, which once again I think Gorok would go to Itza. I would like to see... let's get numbers beyond counting so I can get that second army sooner rather than later.
What's your back,
I don't know, I'd have to really think about it. Hey Vargas, how you doing, man? Yeah, Nurgle could have regen or just higher, or I mean, he'll probably have the Cloud of Flies as like an innate buff on his entire army. Which, if you haven't seen it, the Cloud of Flies is on the Zombie Dragon. It gives you like -5 melee attack, I think. It says Legendary Building is a bit of a letdown. It's true, but I think they'll add to it.
Lord Skrull.
Alright, what am I doing for the next one? I have to perform the Pestilence Scheme, but I can't do that until I level up this thing. Alright, let's drop these 3 goofballs. And grab more Plague! And then Itza's gonna feel my wrath something fierce. I think there's actually 2 unique buildings in Itza now. If you take it as the Lizardmen. Because there's the Emerald Pools and there's the Vault of the Old Ones. There's 2 buildings there now. Yeah, Nikak, this is the beta. This is the beta patch. It's got little fixes in it. Not a lot of major ones. Would I like to see the Skink Oracles as a Skink Lord option? I would not, Gruski. I would like the Oracles to just stay as a Troglodon rider for that monster. And for the Lord choice for Lizardmen, I would actually like to get more Slaawn variants. Like, kind of like how the Dark Elves got the Supreme Sorceresses, and both High Elves and Dark Elves got more Lords of Magic. I want more Lords of Magic for the Lizardmen.
Plague monks, fight.
This should be a pretty easy fight. Especially since we have so many Plague Monks.
Time to...
How is it so far? It's been going good. Why not start a new army and expand southwards with it? That's a good idea. We'll do that this turn. What should the, what kind of lord should we get, chat? Should we get a Gracier or should we get a Warlord? And what should their name be? Oh, wait, I forget. So when we do campaigns, we have a system where if units, any unit can be renamed for free, but lords and heroes are locked behind a donation system just because there's so few of them. So if you want, and I think it's a minimum of $5 American dollars. So if you want to have control over what we should name a lord or hero, that's an option available to you. We didn't have a system like that, and then it became mass chaos and heresy and just madness. So we implemented that system to make life not completely batshit crazy. Dude, I actually really like the way they implemented the Slaawn in this game. I very much enjoy playing with them. Especially in multiplayer. They're one of my favorite lords in multiplayer. Because it actually feels good to play like a magic lord who can like do pretty cool, nice AoE attacks in close combat. And is fairly tanky and has some really cool abilities and stuff. What do I feel about the Three Kingdom news? I'm actually pretty excited for Three Kingdoms in light of the news. It's interesting that instead of just deciding to go fantasy or Salem, yeah, Salem at every. I don't think anyone looks how you expect them to. Thank you for the $2 tip, by the way. I think the Three Kingdom news. I honestly think it's great news. Personally, I like that they're going a more romantic direction with it, and I also like that it's not forced on you, though. Like, if you don't want to play the romanticized version of the game, you can turn that off and play instead as the, like, you know, a pure historical title, which I think is a clever way to handle that situation. Because, you know, a ton of people were going to be super angry if they were forced into doing one or the other. Like, there would be mass hysteria. the historical crowd would never let us hear the end of it. So I'm glad that it kind of has a little something for both fantasy and historical players. And for people who are a really big fan of the original story and the epic, they'll get to enjoy it. Oh, we just got a regular type of donation, which I will look at. Justin donated, it says, Warlord, what the hell? I'll have to check that in Streamlabs in a minute. Yeah, it seems like the base game is essentially going to be Dynasty Warriors Light. Can I get a really nice plague somewhere? Yeah, let's put it right here. Forgot how awesome of a spell plague is. Like, it does so much damage. What are we firing at? Huh. Get in there. They should be winning that fight over there. Let's see if we can deal with this Lord. See if I can get around behind these guys. We're just gonna do a big surround to try and crack this flank. If I can break this flank open, then we have a bunch more guys free to attack. Pursue. This flank is not going so hot. Let's turn our catapult onto it. Oh, nope, keep fighting. Sorry. Oh, don't break. Let's keep fighting. Okay, great. So we won this fight, so now we can start bringing these guys over. Have these guys all pursue. It looks like they're all about to shatter. Especially since every time I summon a new unit, we get a bit beefier on the balance of power. Get some more poison here. Alright, I think we're just about good. All of you guys, attack this thing. Let's focus our catapult over on these warriors here. Actually, you know what? No, let's focus it for this pocket. This will be a better pocket.
Agreed, yes. Slingers! Quick, quick! Law of excellence! Land rats! Stand stabber!
Come over here, help with this fight. Help with this fight. Help with this fight. We'll leave the plague monks chasing after the Blessed Saurus. Y'all on the enemy lord. We can get Blades of Putrefaction. Alrighty. Hey, Turn Bar. How you doing, brother? China Ben Mr. Pandaria. That's hilarious. Oh, man. See, I saw we had a donation from Justin, and it looked like a not great name, but I'm a man of my word. Let me pull that up. Booga booga booga. Alright, I guess we're doing that then. If I can get my game to reopen, that would be swell.
More than Vermintide. Vile tide arises.
Vile tide. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the marks of the old ones.
Take.
I'm okay with this. Don't want that there. Ethereal Salon melee build win? Dude, I know. Tell me about it. Great. I have to fight through my own kind.
Come, speak.
You want to confederate with me? No? Okay, I'll just kill you then. I hate those guys. They're so annoying. Cold Rage, thank you for the donation. Dude, if we could get the Ethereal Salon, that would be so amazing. That would be so amazing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over here and change this to this. Because I watch my own stream on another monitor so that I can make sure it's like running and everything. And if I leave it on auto, it'll set to like 140p, which makes it impossible to see what's going on. We'll grab the Warlord this upcoming turn. Black Phillip, yes. Yes.
Greetings. You seek a Plague Lord, and I am he.
Hee. No, I don't want an alliance with you because I have to attack you. Would you like it if they implement the system in Warhammer where it makes... What? What do you mean, Darko? Kind of lost me. Can you give like an example? Am I gonna need...
Hornet One watches me.
No, he doesn't. You don't have like a rat oak, or you don't have like a hell pit or anything, do you?
Warlord.
Doesn't look like it. I do need to heal up for a turn or two, though. Alright, let's summon Booga 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 here. Would I like it if they made lords like Franz more interesting? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so we only have one option, so I guess that's who we're going with.
Hornet One watches me.
There you go. 10 pounds well spent, Justin. Okay. Let's grab some rats. And start preparing to we're gonna sweep south and then we'll sweep north. Oh, do you mean lords having bodyguards? I actually wouldn't mind that on the foot lords. If they had like bodyguard units, it would probably make foot lords actually like acceptable again, which would be super nice. Because right now they're just Scheme of Doom. Justin donated again. The Madman. What does he want this time? If you don't want the Lord, you know what? We'll stick with the Warlord name, Justin. We'll just stick with that one. All right, we got one more turn of healing. We just want to make sure he doesn't have like a Hellpit Abomination or anything. We can upgrade Oxiodal again, or Oxiol. Give me some Plague Monks to give this army some heavy hitters. Yes, give me the scheme. Give me the Doom Engineer. I have a job for him. Thank you for the donations, Justin. I appreciate it. As always. I'm thinking I want to order a pizza. I shouldn't, though. I should not. Alright, so we got engineer on Skrulk. Fun. We continue building. Alright, and now we can move into the Altar of the Horned Rats area. Just take it from our friend. Our neighbor, more like. Alright, and we're going to bring this guy up because we're going to blow up the Altar of the Horned Rat. Which will hurt the walls quite a bit. Alright, we are going to start putting slaves in this army. Because we want lots of troops in the army, but we need cheap troops. What toppings do I put on my pizza? Right now, my obsession is roasted spinach and pepperoni. Is my preferred go-to. Nasty spinach? Well, who would order nasty spinach, Misha? You gotta get roasted spinach. Gotta have something green. Dude, pineapple is heretical. I would not do that. Poor Black Phillip. Okay, hold on. Can you make it here this turn? Or are you gonna fall short? I feel like you're gonna fall short. So let's bring you around. I'm gonna enter raid stance and head towards it. And we'll explode it next turn.
I am warlord.
More slaves. Which I've almost got the tech to reduce their stuff, which will be nice. So here's the thing about spinach, is that spinach just doesn't have a flavor, really. Like, you should just put it on almost everything, because it doesn't taste like anything. It just makes your food healthier. Do I like the Age of Sigmar book Hammerhall and other stories? Excuse me. Immortality, I like some of the Age of Sigmar books. I don't like all of them. I generally don't like the books that focus very, very heavily on the Stormcast Eternals.
Yes.
Like just them, because I find them to be kind of boring. I don't like Stormcasts. They're my least favorite aspect of Age of Sigmar, which is unfortunate because they make up a rather significant portion of Age of Sigmar. Boom! Alright, so now that we've caused an earthquake, we can go take it. Take it! Why can't I pronounce Morathi right? There's nothing wrong with saying Morathi. Morathi. I know there are some people that like to say Marathi, but I like to say Morathi. Deal with it. Oh, he does have a hell pit. Shit. Well, we'll kill it. It's just not going to be easy.
Unleash corruption.
Stormcast lore is getting better, yes, because they are not, thankfully, turning out to just be space marines. They're becoming more complicated because they've remained fairly human, and they're starting to have some really serious problems. How far am I with the Red Duke book? I think I'm like a quarter of the way through it. The Red Duke just got resurrected in the book I'm reading. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever like the Stormcast Eternals. Like, I don't like their aesthetic. But I do like a ton of the other factions. So what do I do for a living, Black Phillip? This. I stream and make videos. I guess. Am I a writer? No. I used to enjoy writing a lot, but my anxiety makes it very difficult for me to just sit down and write. Which is why I don't put out lore videos like every other day, like I would like to. Lore videos take a lot of time and effort to produce properly. But no, this is my job.
Skaven! Yes, yes!
There should be more Skaven in AOS? Yes, there should. I'm really hoping there's a major Skaven expansion coming soon. Because they've been on the back burner for way too long and it sucks.
Lord Scrub!
Alright,
Now, ready now!
let us begin. Oh, how nice of him to meet us at the front door. Oh my god, look how bunched up they all are. Oh man, this is gonna be beautiful.
Plague monks, yeah.
Moving! Plague monks to me!
Oh, 57 kills from that one volley. Hole. Not too bad. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, I love it. Okay, we'll tell them to actually fire now. Oh, they're not at a very good angle, are they? Oh, well, that's right. I have to actually, like, protect my... Well, you know, I'll just counter summon him. We're gonna bring around some extra spearmen here.
Die, die, die! What orders? Plague monks!
May the plug wars begin, but I have something he does not. I have OP as shit magic. Like plague.
Vermintide comes!
It's gonna kill a ton of Skaven. My computer does not like this fight. There's too many rats. Dude, Skrulk is gonna get, like, so many kills. It's not even gonna be funny. Alright, looks like we've already beaten this. Through the wall! What are you doing? Shoot. Let's turn on that guard stance. So he's not just like running around. Oh, I would like another plague place. And you know what, this will work. And goodbye. Didn't quite do what I was hoping, but whatever. Let's put it right there.
Vermintide comes.
Come on, inside. Swarm inside, please. The hell rallied? Oh, one of the... I want you to stay here and actually defend this thing. Man, they really don't like going through this gate. Extra fire in there. We're vaguely starting to get through, but it's a slow process. Okay. I mean, lucky for me, he's not using any of his warp lightnings. Misha, you seem like you really want me to play something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. More plagues! Oh, thank God we're finally getting through.
Yes, yes, yes! Master
Skrulk has 500. Look at that! Look how fast that's going up! That's just stupid. Oh man, this is madness. Literal madness. Kill the warlord! Or, actually, you know what? Let's kill the hell pit. And there goes Skrull. It just goes flying. Oh, jeez. Alright. 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 Wait, how much does plague cost? Oh, screw it. I'll save up for another plague. Slings. If y'all can hit it. Y'all focus that thing. Oh, save the fucking catapult. And you know what? Let's move the catapult to about here. More plague! More plague! You can never have too much plague. It's gonna single-handedly win us this. And there goes my plague priest. Getting hunted. Guys, can we pull past the hell pit so we can get a good surround, please? Come on, come on. Yep, there you go. Yep, yep, yep. Now surround and kill it. Oh man, we're getting so close to 1,000 kills with Skrull. Alright, catapult. Fire into this mess. That Hellpit needs to die. It's like the only thing holding this base together. Alright, I think we're out of plague magic. So we'll be settling for some plague pestilent breaths. Why doesn't Skrull ride a plague furnace? I have no idea. He just doesn't. You'd have to ask Games Workshop that question. It was a design choice. Almost dead. Jesus, this is madness. Alright, the Hellpit's leaving, so we're just going to swarm inside now. I'm going to have all my units that are outside focus down the Hellpit. To the inner sanctum!
Black Death!
That'll do it. 1,035 kills. We're doing good. Forward! Forward!
Come, brothers! Blessed with filth! Retreat! Retreat!
Who's better at multiplayer out of me or Italian Spartacus? Me. I can say that with some assurance. Not that Italian's like a bad player, but I have played in a lot of tourneys. I can hold my own against the multiplayer crowd. I do not think Italian would say the same thing. He might, but I don't think competitive play is really what... I don't think he enjoys it, is the thing. Joseph, yeah, that would be cool. Giant rats or even wolf rats would be cool. Or rat wolves. I forget which one it is. I think it's wolf rats. I just need a little bit more magic. Give me more magic.
Vermintide comes.
Come on. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Well, that'll pop that particular group of resistance. Oh god, the hell pit's back. Kill the hell pit! You guys kill the warlord. Catapult, just keep focusing down stuff that's really far in. Alright, they're running out of places to run.
Clan rats. What right? Yes, good, yes. Agree, comply.
I've come for you all. Oh, there's the mass break. Alright, the altar of the Horned Rat is ours. Hello, Paul Gibson. How you doing, brother? Skrulk. 1 ... Yeah, I think Skrulk did good. He killed, you know, decent amount. Out of the 3,500 troops they had, he killed about, you know, a third of them by himself. Poor Clan Spittle. Oh, dude, Justin, you should see when I play Mazda Mundi. Mazda Mundi can do even worse. So he got 1,100 kills. It's amazing. Granted, it's easy to get that many kills when you're fighting Skaven. Level 5? Yep.
Take steel, curse you thing.
The Scrying Stone. Oh, that's a fun one. So we got a free level 5 settlement. Well, not free, but you know what I mean. Let's take Wild-Eyed. And I'm gonna give you that, because I like that bonus. Having a ton of food on the Skaven is so nice, because it lets you just, like, immediately get settlements as powerful as you want, which is so nice. Like, just, boom, level 5 settlement. Don't even have to worry about it. Alright, so let's start setting this baby up. We want a Warpstone deposit, and we're actually not going to build it this turn, because we're going to do expansionist planning so we can save money. Because saving money is important. Minus 96 food. Wait. I think we want to expand south before we expand north. Yeah.
Horned one watches me.
Why don't you start heading down, and I'll get you some more slaves. Let's get some these.
Mine.
It's so nice that the food mechanic works now, because the food mechanic is so critical to how you're supposed to expand quickly as Skaven. Because you can just immediately get max tier settlements. Let's see. What are my thoughts on what the Dark Elf monster is? I think it's the Charybdis. It's either that or the Bloodrack Medusa, but my vote... If you watch me and Italian's podcast, we talk about it, and I talk about why in depth. But my vote is on the Charybdis. I think that's what the Dark Secret will be. Streaming on YouTube feels bad, man. Well, I stream on YouTube and on Twitch. I just feel like doing YouTube right now.
Clan rats are not content.
And if you don't like it, too bad. Public order. Money. And then I guess we could do... See, I'm already going to make Storm Vermin in my capital. I'm already going to go ahead and make Storm Vermin here. So I think in the Altar of the Horned Rat, we're going to go for Eshin and then the Pox Cauldron. Yep. That looks good. Alright, and we're going to have a Rebellion here next turn, so I'm just going to sit this on and wait for it. Meanwhile, in the south, this area is stabilized, right? Relatively.
Send slaves.
We will send him to claim the southern sentinels, and actually, you know what? Let's start with kayaks as the first place we'll claim.
Bow to me.
Ugh, I need so much money.
Scurry, scurry.
Alright, let's grab, oh, these are really good. Let's go up to scavenging runs so we can actually have clan rats that aren't complete ass. What's my Twitch? Yeah. Cypher is the same. Lore Master of Sotek. I play different kinds of games on there though, just so you're aware. I play like what I want to enjoy. Like right now I'm like tonight we're probably gonna do some Vermintide. Though I might do the Vermintide on YouTube because we're still kind of working on achievements. So I don't think we're gonna do the Twitch overlay. So we'll probably do Vermintide here on YouTube, but like later tonight I'm probably gonna play Moonlighter, and that I'll play on Twitch.
Doom decay.
Oh, let's get a cheaper plague. Yeah, boy. And then Herald of Decay. Hello.
Attack. Spread
Bye.
pulses.
Ransom them.
Specimens are no good.
Banner of Clan Superiority. Nice. We're getting some sick banners, man. Alright, and I guess we'll go to war with these guys next. Or, it's more heavily next.
Viletide comes.
It's gonna take a little while for this place to stabilize, though, so we'll kind of hang in this ballpark. So let's not hang out in this island, because I kind of wanted to rebel. So here I want a garrison, and I want a construction. What the fuck? Someone just give me bits?
I'm deadly.
Because that was definitely the bit sound.
Stop! Die!
Which you shouldn't be giving bits on. Whatever. Deep within the ruins of a recently discovered city, find tunnel entrance. While waiting for them to return, we finally surround that we're completely surrounded by Skaven. Say I work for the Horned Rat, because I do. Confused, impressed, or afraid you're not sure which. Skaven features are hard to read. Either way your ruse works. The Skaven give me 250 warpstone before leaving. That's funny. That is legit funny. That just made us, like, massively jump in the Vortex race. Great. Okay, so we're not actually going to take these yet, then. I think we're actually going to fall back and do the Vortex ritual and defend our small little empire for a little bit. And then once that's over, then we will expand. That was funny. Are there any Amazon lords in tabletop? Not really, no. I think they had a named character in a White Dwarf magazine. But that's it.
Many poxes I could inflict on you or our...
Trade agreement, yep. Because that'll give me money and warpstone. Because I have a quest for that.
We shall sicken and slay.
Alright. You march home immediately. And get me a garrison immediately. And then Skrulk will hustle over here so I can start raiding. Love the way he moves. He has an excellent movement animation. And then we'll start the ritual next turn. Paul Gibson, thank you so much for the donation, brother. And the nice message. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Does Queek have a mount? No. No, Queek's fighting style very explicitly requires him to be on foot. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're getting really close to achieving our goal and being able to order that computer. Would be nice.
Find the whereabouts.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, we got architect. Right, we're gonna march.
I am warlord.
We're gonna focus on funding for now, so let's get the money building first.
Pocket to rats.
Wild-eyed, and begin the ritual!
The ritual is underway, man.
Okay, where is chaos coming
Be
from?
wary, though, for while the vortex is
Way
weakened,
up
the
there.
forces of chaos will slip into this world.
Taloxlon. Okay. Alright. We're gonna move up just a little bit, and boop! Give me money. And food. Mostly money, though. Alright, that gave us quite a bit of funding, which we're going to use to build a construction cavern. Lore Master, you think it would be possible for CA to implement a system for which the Skaven can create diseases and unleash them on other factions? Yes! I mean, you functionally have that already, it's just it's not a customization system, it's just a single type of disease. That's what the Pestilent scheme right is you create a disease and you go unleash it on an enemy empire and it does a bunch of damage. I wish it had a slightly higher infection rate, but it's really good if it gets on an enemy army. It's so good if it gets on an enemy army.
Eat, consume, toad things.
Quit yelling at me, Undertaker. You do what you like, I do what I like. Life goes on. 2,400. I kind of want to do it here first.
Time to eat,
Because I'm already over here. 12. Let's grab... Start building up our combat prowess.
What's your
What's
tail?
Damn it, Techless! Nobody wants you over here.
Smell musk.
Alright, and I'm gonna go defend Sapatoon, because if Chaos attacks us, that's where they're going to come from. If they make it past Skrulk, which they very well might. Do Amazons live in the mouth of Quetzal? No. Amazons live... here, I'll show you when my turn comes back around. I'll show you where they live. After we complete the first ritual, we'll probably switch up games. I'll probably take like a very short break, and then we'll switch to something else. Probably Vermintide, because that's what the people want. So the Amazons live here, right here. This, because here's the river, Amexon, which is how they get their name, is because they live along this river, and they live right in this pocket. The Temple of Kara, that is a Amazon settlement. Like, that's their capital. But this is where they live. Are there half-elf human hybrids? No. There is no racial hybrids in Warhammer Fantasy that you'll find in the normal world. There are a couple weird places you can go in Warhammer Fantasy to find something akin to hybrids. Like there's a type of beastman that's technically a hybrid with demons, but they only exist in a single novel and they only live on the South Pole. So very far away from the rest of the world. Have I tried a Hellebrand campaign yet? Andrew, yeah. If you go check out my... I think you can go to my playlists. I played through an entire Hellebrand campaign in 5 episodes. You know, Andrew, I should probably make a mini-series about how to start each campaign. I know Italian's already done it, but in my defense, everyone who's done it has come to me for that. Like, both Turin and Italian come to me for campaign advice. But that's just because I have a lot more free time than the two of them. I play a lot more campaign than most people do. Not saying either of them are dumber than me or anything like that. I've just, quite frankly, played a lot more of this than they have.
Not welcome.
This campaign is my jam. Let's see if I grab this. This will just give me money, though. Yeah, significant amount, 150 per turn. We're gonna have to push Techless out, and that's gonna be annoying. We'll grin and bear it. We're not really doing anything until we dealt with the Chaos faction, though, because I don't want to risk him destroying any of my settlements. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Generic Edgelord, have a good one, man. I think a lot of people want that, and plus, I mean, the advice I'll give for starting a campaign is going to be different than other YouTubers, because obviously everyone plays campaigns their own way. Do I lose my mind one point during the stream? Oh man. Gorbad Ironclaw. Hello, by the way. Will we see the continuation of the Sartosa campaign? Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. Yes, the Sartosa campaign will be continuing soon. One of our members got incredibly sick. And had to... I won't go into specifics because I don't know the specifics. But something happened and he was out of commission for quite a while. And he's just now returned to us. So, there you go. Let's go attack this dude. Ambush. Awesome. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give the Sacred Banner of the Horned Rat to Skrulk because it has a 55-meter radius. And then we're going to give the +5 melee attack banner to these guys. And we're ambushing Chaos, so we should be able to tear them apart, and then we're going to run away. What are you doing, Chloe? Chloe, should I order a pizza for lunch, do you think? That might be a waste of money. I kind of want one. I don't know. I don't know, dog. Gorbad, I think he's feeling better. And we might talk about it. We probably won't, but we might. But yes, the campaign is returning soon. I'll say that much. We're hoping to get to the end of the first act very soon. Which, if you've been watching it, you might be able to successfully guess what the first act will, what its ending will be. Because if we could at least get through the first act, I would be happy. We're talking about the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay campaign on my channel, Jacob. Chloe, what are you doing? Huh? You okay? Just grumbling. Alright, so these guys, we want our best troops to go up against the actual Warriors of Chaos in the front. Along with our two characters to go kill that Chaos Sorcerer Lord. And then we're going to send the regular clan rats to deal with the Chaos Spawn and the Hell Cannon. So, we're going to put y'all in a command group. We're going to put y'all in a command group. And we're going to put y'all in a command group. Let's do this. And we're going to fire the catapult at these. And we're going to focus one unit. 2, 1. Alright. Okay, then you guys need to get in there. Yeah, those shots are gonna really fucking hurt.
tremble before
Okay, and we're gonna change you here. And my mouse died. Come on. Jesus. Alright. I'm gonna run into the fight here, and I'm gonna throw down a plague right there. We're gonna tell our two guys here to attack. Oh gosh, that actually kinda hurt. Throw down magic resist on my guys. Hot potion of strength. And we got a nice. Let's throw down some poison here. Let's throw down a wither on the Chaos Warriors so that their armor sucks. Plague did a pretty good amount of damage. Somebody get that hell cannon offline. Here. Yeah, y'all chase them off, that's fine. You kill him. Okay, we don't want to kill the enemy lord, we just want to defeat his army. If we kill him, he's in march stance right now, so his army will come back. If we just beat him successfully, wow, these guys are taking forever to kill these chaos spawn. Don't get out of that stance. Alright, that's game. Good job, lads. Man, I fucking love Plague. I haven't used that spell in so long, I forgot how awesome it is. Alright, we can swarm these guys. Let's get rid of the Chaos Dwarves here. Where are the fish people in my Warhammer Fantasy roleplay? Maybe they'll be in 4th edition, who knows? There might be fish people in Moradine, that's a distinct possibility. Maybe not have pizza, you need to look more like a slan. I can't tell if your phrase was mean. Okay, Jorgen, there's two ways that phrase was intended to go. Either you meant to say, do have pizza because you need to look more like a slan, or you were saying, don't have pizza because you don't need to look more like a slan. I'm not sure which version you wanted to go with. Oh, okay.
Victory.
You're saying you don't want to see my Slan roleplay. Alright, I understand. Alright, so he's dead. We're not going to attack this settlement. We're going to run away. The Troll Skull. Oh, can I be friends with this guy? I don't have a mission to kill him, do I? No, I don't. Awesome. I would really like to be friends with this fellow. You have an all-troll army. That's awesome. I want to be bros with you. Aura of Pestilence. That is a super important ability on Scroll. And then give me Wild-Eyed. And I'm going to run away. What's in the very center of the North Pole? Realm of Chaos. It starts sooner than the very center, but in the center of that ballpark is the Realm of Chaos. Because it's the same thing in the South Polar Gate. Both of the poles on the planet have been turned into the Realm of Chaos. Because that's where the Stellar Gates collapsed. Gorbad, yeah, I'm super excited. I already ordered mine. PDF should be here somewhere in the near future. I'm not sure exactly what day. Damn it, I don't want to fight you. Ugh, rude. I'm gonna need more clan rats. I wish I lived nearby a nice bakery. I mean, I'm sure I... Oh, okay. This is actually really good for us. I love choke point battles. So we're fighting on a river. That's cool. You okay, Chloe? Oh, Andrew, if you're in chat, thank you for joining Patreon, brother. It is much appreciated. Thank you. Seriously. That helps me more than you know. I mean, every little bit helps, like every donation and stuff, but, you know, Patreon is super great. Because it's monthly, which is nice. And it's consistent. That's the biggest thing. YouTube is, like, all over the goddamn place. Like, I never know how much I'm gonna make. it's totally random.
Plague monks to me.
I hope those lizardmen are ready to get spanked.
Skaven. Yes, yes. Council's command.
Now is actually a pretty good time to be joining the Patreon too, because the Carrick 8 Peak Week recordings are about to start. And the thing about the Carrick 8 Peak Week recordings is that they're not going to be publicly revealed until the entire series is done. So that basically means that, you know, for Carrick 8 Peaks Week, the public will have to wait for all 5 videos to be done. Before they see any of the videos. Whereas if you're a patron, you'll get to see them as they're finished. So that'll be nice. And there's some other stuff coming up too. How much do I get from Patreon? That I don't feel comfortable divulging that information. I prefer to keep that private.
Lord Scrub.
Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. Alright, Andrew, see you later, man.
Suffer the clean.
Come and get it while it's hot. You dumb lizards.
Lord Scrub. Vermintide comes.
Or he'll just walk through it.
With hell.
Looks like he will. Sweet damage. Why are we not firing? So it begins.
What's right? Yes, good, yes. Lords,
We're gonna have all of these guys focus the pterodons.
Scupper, go! Ready, ready. Very well, well.
Go ahead and pop the scrying stone just for some
Rats.
hoofs.
Kill, kill!
He's getting attacked by birds. Throw down another plague right here. More plague! More plague!
Spells of plague.
Have I watched his God of War 4 series? Who are we talking about? I watched Co-Carnage playthrough of it. That game looked amazing. I'm really sad I don't have a system that can play it. It legit breaks my heart. Oh, this is a massacre.
Lord Scrub. Wanted one to win.
Can we plug this hole up, please? Focus down this giant pocket of fleeing dudes.
The plague monks. On, run. Lord Scrub. Plague cast.
That'll hurt people as they run through it.
Suffer.
Oh, I didn't
the
cast it.
clean.
I got knocked over. Damn, Source Lord.
Blessed with hell. Tremble before Scrub.
Kill him!
Spells of plague. Attack! Plague
You regret attacking me yet, lizards? Huh? Why don't I overcast plague? I didn't want to. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't want to spend the winds of magic to overcast it. Unless it was like a really juicy shot. I'd rather save the winds of magic and just kind of like clink at people. Oh, no. It was an okay hit.
Yes, no.
Alright, get out of my face, you dumb lizards. Back again. Val has returned to us from beyond the sea.
Clan rats. Yes, master lord. Guide us.
Trying to have him killing these king cheese. I don't think they're going to catch him. Oh, man. Antigonos, it's true. I have sided with the Skaven in this affair. In my goal to reach that sweet 100% achievement. But don't worry, we're gonna transition to slaughtering rats here in a little bit.
Good. More power.
Is Malekith married? He was. He's widowed. His mom didn't like his wife, so she killed her. Which, fun fact, Malekith's wife was also Ariel, the queen in the woods, like the wood elf queen. She was Malekith's wife was her sister. Which is why she took pretty extreme offense when Morothy killed her.
Lord Skruck. Decay and die.
Yeah, I think there was a part of Malekith that kind of agreed with why Morothy killed her, and that's why he wasn't super angry about it. That being said, though, he didn't let her off the hook super easy. He did get back at her for it. But I think deep down Malekith agreed with Morothy about whether or not he should have his wife rejoin him, because she would have led to him softening up, essentially. And I think both him and his mother realized that. I mean, we know that's what Morothy was afraid of, was that he would abandon his ambitions if he was loved and had someone who made him feel complete, and the Dark Elves might, you know, like, soften up as a people. And Morothy definitely didn't want that. So she killed her. Alright. Doing good. Give me more money. Go ahead and attack this poor clown. We've got the garrison with us. Awesome. So we're just gonna auto-resolve. And I will take the money. Alright, good. So that faction is dead. I'm gonna worry about that no more. Let's grab... Expedious Endeavor and Foe Seeker. Hop back in here to heal.
Super, my brethren.
Yeah, I found that is pretty weird. It would have been really nice to, you know, have them at all mention or talk about Malekith's wife in the Malekith omnibus. Because she didn't exist at that point, so she's not even mentioned. And you're just kind of like, oh, he had a wife? Like, it's kind of weird. Alright. But for someone who asked about using diseases earlier, I mean, that's what this is. We're going to spread a plague, which hurts growth, income, so you can kind of cripple a province with it, and it can spread to armies that are hanging out in that area. I'm going to give you some money, troll bros, because I want you all to be successful in life. I'm glad that they fixed the rogue armies, because the rogue armies were not working properly, so you very rarely ran into them. Alex, it was in older editions, but it is not in the modern edition. Malekith no longer has an incestuous relationship with his mother. That was the case, though, in older editions. That being said, a buttload of incest happens in elven culture. A buttload. It is not that uncommon for them. They don't really view it as a big deal. Which, I mean, dwarves kind of have a similar thing.
Or inferior weak to me.
He did have an incestual relationship with her sister? Who? Oh, I can get rid of these guys and upgrade them. That'll be worth doing. Yeah, dwarves don't do direct incest. It's more of they don't view marrying like cousin lines to keep familial lines at a certain level of quality. Dwarves are totally okay with that. But you'll never see dwarves like marrying their sister. They won't do that.
Lord Skrulk. I am the Plague Lord. Bless with.
I kind of want to drop it here so that if that army leaves, yeah, let's drop it here. Spread plague. Boom. Alright, so now they have plague, which is good. That'll buy us some time to take care of some things. You stay here and help stabilize, and let's get a growth warren going here. Yeah, Garagrim still died in the modern lore. Like, they even mention it in Total War Warhammer. I don't remember exactly how you get where it comes up, but it comes up somewhere. Oops, I accidentally infected the faction I was trying to help. But, yeah, Garagrim was still born and lived in 8th edition, but he died fighting some monster. Which technically fulfilled the Slayer Oath for Ungrim's family, but like everyone's been saying, Ungrim took the oath again. What music do I listen to? Random stuff. I don't really listen to like set pieces anymore. Oops. No. We want slings.
I am the Plague Lord. Strong.
Oh my god, look how much damage that's doing. Interesting. It has no effect on the Chaos Trolls, though. Yeah, look at that. The Chaos Trolls are immune to Skaven Plague, but nothing else is. Look how much damage that does. Oh my god. Dude, I am so sorry. Holy crap. I didn't mean it. This wasn't supposed to happen. I want to save up for this. How much is this? If I do this, that's 1,000. Okay, they're good. We can afford that. And then the ritual will be complete this turn, and we get to watch a movie. And then maybe we'll do a quick quest battle, and we'll call it. For now. And I'll take a quick break. And then we'll come back and do some Vermintide. Is anyone going into the new Jurassic World? You mean the movie? Or I heard there's a video game coming out. Hey, Wodam. We're just playing some Skaven campaign. Oh, movie time.
The ritual enacted, the skies over the world shatter, exciting the Grey Seer while his scribe cowered, for he knew their next destination. Deep in the fetid jungle swamplands was the lair of the Screaming One, summoned to this plane by the ritual. Not risking his whiskers, the master sent his minion into the lair. Within, the Vermin Lord awaited. The Screaming One spoke of the vortex at the heart of the Elf Thing's island continent. It was vulnerable due to the comet's passing, ripe for Skaven interference. An engine of doom and curses must be constructed and empowered by 4 more rituals. The vortex would be bound to this machine on completion of the final ritual, giving Skaven untold power. The Screaming One granted the lowly scribe an object encased in iron. The scribe eyed it greedily, but the demon demanded the gift handed to Grey Seer Valskreek. And a final gift. Rituals of fabrication to build the machine. The scribe's adopted clan would begin construction at once. But warpstone is needed to power the rituals, and Valskreek already grows impatient.
Dude, way too many people think the scribe is adorable. Alright. Cool, so we finished that ritual. Do some little upgrades here and there. Go ahead and grab Opportunist on you. And then we want to upgrade this and this, so I don't have to worry about the settlement again. And we'll just keep defending it for the moment, but once that's ready, we'll move on to kayaks.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Y'all want to do the quest battle before we leave, or do you want to start with that when we get back? Any opinions?
I am the Plague Lord.
Scum, filth. What?
Do it now? Alright. We should do it now. Those poor troll skulls. They're just getting wiped out by the disease I unleashed. And I feel kind of bad. They're just getting trashed by it. Oh man. Whoops. Alright, so this is basically a full tier settlement, but I don't need to...
Too strong?
I guess we can do the treasure hunt here before we take it. Although the city is only a recent addition to the many desirable ruins found across the world, is obviously the first to search this place. Much to your dismay, someone has already picked it clean, leaving only a set of tracks looking away from the city. Let's follow the tracks. Nice. Following the tracks, the wagons bursting with chests, you chase them off with ease and claim their haul for myself. 1,000 gold and a luck stone. Good. Let's go ahead and finish upgrading Hayek's. Nah, you know what? Let's hang on to our money. Alright, let's go do this quest battle. For the Liber Bubonicus. Yeah, you know what? I think 4 minutes below will be enough for this one. This is the zombie one. Ugh. Well, Justin, we don't necessarily have to play the hardest difficulty, or like the super hard difficulties. We kind of play by ear. The goal with Vermintide is just to have fun. This quest is not a short one. It's true. It's just a lot of zombies. Alright, here we go.
Quick, get to my book. Ignore the dead things. Fight them. Kill or be killed does not matter. Only Liber Bubonicus matters. First, get these corpses out of my way. Kill, slay, zombie summoners. Do as I bid. Clan Pestilence Supreme.
Maybe this is the kind of pizza I'll get. A clan Pestilence Supreme. Alright. So, basically what we're going to do is we're going to put half our Plague Monks right here. We're going to put another group of them facing front. And then we're going to put all of these dudes facing this way. We're going to put our catapult right in the center. We're going to put 2 units facing this way. 1 unit facing this way. And 1 unit facing this way. And then these 2 are going to move up to this area. Let them come. Looks like that one patch is going to take a while to get here, so let's do this. And spare unit to come over here and block this. Get you safely in here.
Move.
Alright. And we'll just have you focus this nonsense.
Die!
Here they come! Yeah, I'll wait till they get bunched up. Oh, there's a necromancer. Okay. See if I can kind of slip through here. Excuse me, coming through. Wow. He has a goofy as shit voice. Now we're talking. Drop a fat plague right there.
Famine tide comes.
We'll probably kill a fair amount of zombies. That side seems to be handling their situation just fine.
Vermintide comes. Our tale is yours. Plague marks to me.
What is the toppings on a Lord Clan Pestilence Supreme? Buboes, warts, a sprinkle of the red pox, and probably a solid smattering of Black Death. Would be my guess.
What orders?
Oh, great, I forgot about the bats.
Forward, backwards.
I swear they've changed this map, because I could have sworn it used to be just zombies, and now there's like just an assload of fell bats that spawn on this stupid map. The most annoying crap in the universe. I think there are even dire wolves that spawn at one point. Oh, yep, here they come. Don't let them go around you, come on. Oh great, more dire wolves. And it looks like, yeah, another master necromancer. I think now might be an okay time for another cast one of these in a moment. We'll wait until they're a little more geared in. That'll probably kill that pocket. You, go kill him. Kill the bats. I'm gonna head over to this flank.
The guy guy's horned one. Plague marks to me. Moving, chasing, clan rats. Now, now! Council's car. Ready, ready. Clan rats.
Here, take one unit with you. The rest of you, near the fray.
Fight, attack! Blade cast.
Where is he? Is there another one over here? No, I thought there was another corpse guard here. Or did he already waddle into combat? Oh no, there he is. Not a corpse guard, but a dude. Kill that dude. This one's not... It is time-based if you don't have the army for it, but you can beat it before the timer by just killing everything. Like I say, it's about to end. And done. Like, if I was more aggressive, I could probably even finish it faster if I would just charge out, but it's easier just to make a square and kill everyone. How to box the quest, yeah. That's literally what it is. Because if you don't box, your backline will get torn up by all the frickin' dire wolves. Which is unfortunate. It is an easy quest battle. It can be difficult if you don't have at least a decent army. It can catch you by surprise. Alright, we got the Liber Bubonicus, which is excellent. Because, if I remember right... Now look at that, it makes Plague even cheaper! Isn't that just wonderful? Alright. Let's grab... Hard to Hit is really good on Scroll. And that actually gave us even more money, so I can upgrade this to give us even more money. You did a treasure hunt this turn. Alright. Oh, I leveled up twice. It's Too Hard to Hit and Tenacity. Alright, chat, I think that's a good stopping point. So we are progressing quite nicely on taking over Southern Lustria. We'll take the Colchian Plains next time, and the well, that includes the Mangrove Coast. And then we'll probably start pushing back Teclis, and we'll gear up Buga here to deal with the Tomb Kings, and we'll just push up and west after we claim the south area, which will be super nice. So that about does it for today. Well, for this game, we are going to take a break. I'm going to figure out some food, and then I will be back and we'll play some Vermintide. How about that? And we'll play Vermintide here on YouTube instead of going to Twitch, which is what we normally do. So we won't be able to use the Twitch integration, but I don't really feel like getting body slammed by chat anyway right now. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all the donations today, and just, you know, any way y'all choose to support the channel, appreciate it a lot. Consider hitting that like button on your way out, it helps out a bunch. And I will catch you guys around in a little bit. Hopefully it won't be that long. So I will see y'all then. Have a good one. See y'all in a little while. Goodbye. Where's my button? There's my button.